Hey 40 plusers, Deborah here, and today I'm going to talk about a different kind of makeup list. People talk about their want to buys, they talk about their must have high ends, and they talk about their best ofs and their faves, and this I think is a list that you need to keep in the back of your mind in case something terrible happens. It's like a fire, a flood, an earthquake. You lose access to your house, your belongings, for some kind of irrevocable, irretrievable problem. And this came up recently because a friend of mine had a house fire and everything was lost. Everything was damaged, or just plain. So it came to light, and I was putting together a suitcase for her of stuff that she could use. Sweats, sweatshirts, socks. Stop by CVS and put together personal care items that she was going to need as well. And one of the things is she works in a doctor's office as a receptionist, and so she is in the public eye, and she has to look a certain way. You don't want to go to work all bedraggled and exhausted, and she was going to be a long time recovering her assets because of insurance and blah blah blah, and staying with a mother-in-law, etc. So what we talked about was what were the bare essentials that she needed to put together a professional look because she had to resume going to work. And she had to have nice tops. She sits behind a desk, so tennis shoes and sweats she could get away with, but she had to have a nice tops, and she had to have some kind of makeup, and she needed an easy way to do her makeup and her hair. And so there's some things that we picked up at CVS for her. I think the brand is Suchi. Different hair ties, because when you're not in your own personal space, it's hard to deal with doing your everyday hair, and putting it back is professional and easier. So we got different sized rubber bands, and we got hair bands, which I use all the time. These are the ones with the grippies on the insides. They have ones without grippies, but these are the ones with the grippies. And we also picked up clips. So, things to put your hair back with in emergency, because you're not going to have time or energy dealing with all the extra stress of insurance, living somewhere else, and still having to go to work and make payments on a house that is no longer there. As far as makeup and skincare, stress does one thing to me: dries out my skin. Partially because I'm not drinking enough water. I'm not in my own environment, so I'm not using all the creams that I would at daytime and nighttime, and just stress and environmental changes. So, best one that I know of is CeraVe, and this is the cleanser. And follow it up in the shower, before you get out of the shower, with the CeraVe moisturizer. I use these everywhere. Tip to toes. And it will keep your skin from flaking, drying, red patches, scratchiness, irritation, all of the things that can come with stress and environmental changes. Shampoo and conditioner, any Suave 99-cent product will get you by. Done deal. Okay, now as far as makeup, because of her work situation, she did need makeup. And I made a suggestion and she went with it and was very satisfied with the products and the ease of dealing with them. One single brand look. Instant Age Rewind Primer. Foundation makeup. This is the one with the click up. Under eye dark circle eraser, because when you're stressed, you're not sleeping, you're in a weird environment, you're not sleeping, you're gonna have bags back and forth to the grocery store. That's how many bags you're gonna have. So brightening under eye concealer and powder to set it all with. Lipstick. Subtle, unobtrusive, matte. This is Wet n Wild's Bare It All. It's matte. It's from the Mega Shine, Mega Steam, Mega something, Mega Mattes. It's either $99 or $1.99. You can see that there. Eyelid primer. This is e.l.f. This is $1 or $2 sheer eyelid primer. So you got lips, face. This is primer. And then for your eyes, neutral all-around look Comfort Zone palette, Wet n Wild, and anything in here gives you a neutral everyday Comfort Zone palette look. What this is missing a matte highlight and a matte black. And so I also suggested CoverGirl Drama Eyes. You can see you've got a cranberry, a silver, a black, and a white. So it gives you your bases. Along with Comfort Zone, you can pull off any neutral eye look you want. And then for blush, another Wet n Wild product. This is pretty much a universally flattering blush, and this is Pearlescent Pink. It's a pinky mauve with a little bit of golden shimmer in it, to give you some life. So to go with those products, you're going to need a powder brush or buffing brush. This is a $1 e.l.f. brush called Total Face. And then you need an eye brush. Now the eye kits come with sponge applicators. Those will do for a while. But you do really need something to professionally blend with. And I recommended the Flawless Concealer Brush. And this is a big, full concealer thing. And you can also use it for blending, putting powder on your under eye concealer to set that. Multi-purpose, and this is multi-purpose as well. You can use this to buff in your foundation. You can use it to put powder on over the top. You can use it to put in your blush, and you're set. So your disaster repurchase kit. Hair control. Hydrating hydrating moisturizer and lotion. Best there is. Easy to use, easy to store, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind products. Concealer, foundation, primer, powder. Wet n Wild matte lipstick in a neutral shade. You could go pinkish. This is a nude. It's called Bare It All. They have like 20 matte shades you could pick. Cheap eyelid primer. 2 brushes. You could add a third brush if you wanted one for buffing and wet foundation separately from this. You could add a third brush, but 2 brushes will get you by, especially if you use the applicators in the products. CoverGirl Drama Eyes. Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. And Wet n Wild Blush in Pearlescent Pink. These products should run you between $50 and $55 at your local drugstore. If there are, say, Wet n Wild buy one get one 50% offs, or if there's a Maybelline promotion, say spend $15 and get $10 in extra store bucks, those kinds of promotions will bring the total down to maybe even as low as $35. But these products, $55 with no sales, and you would have a everyday work appropriate makeup and skincare routine to get you through until the insurance settlements come in, or until you have time to breathe. You don't have to think about it. You have this list. You save this list to your phone. You save it in an email at Gmail so that you can access it from work or from wherever. If you lose your phone in your catastrophe, you have access to it in other ways. And you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to make any decisions. You just take this, you make this list, and you go. You could send somebody else to buy it. You could send your mother-in-law or your cousin or anyone willing to help out, a friend, to go buy these things for you. And you don't have to worry about it. You've already made your choices. That's a list that I highly recommend that we all make and we keep in multiple places so that we have it when we need it. Keep it in your visor of your car. Keep it in the right-hand desk drawer at work. Keep it in your phone. Keep it in a Gmail that you save so that you can access it from anywhere. What if you're on a business trip and you lose your makeup? No. This is Deborah. These are my recommendations for a fire, flood, earthquake, catastrophe-driven, I have to repurchase my makeup. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Makes it easy. Keep the list. You don't have to think about it again. So I hope this helps out, and I hope these recommendations find you well and healthy, and that you're not looking at this video as you are frantically looking for a solution because your house just burnt and you need to repurchase makeup so that you can go to work. It's Deborah, I'm out. Be happy, be healthy, learn something new every day.